We have an Evil Pinely video is called "This is Nazi Stuff." He's kind of in that like soy boy orbit, I think. So it'll be interesting to see what he has to say.
Like most of the things that bring me pain in life, the topic of this video was found by a simple Twitter scroll. I was scrolling on Twitter, scrolling away, having the time of my life, and then I found this thing.
Wait, what is this? Okay, he might be onto something.
This thing. The caption of the tweet is, "Have you lost your damn minds?" Fair enough thing to say, considering what's within these screenshots. It's of a TikTok.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's entirely racist because this is literally just the description of just like jaw structure, nothing else. But like, this is on the surface already just seems extremely psychotic.
That states the difference between an angel skull and a witch skull, and attached to it are some real life examples. This is horrible. This is just phrenology. This is just like
phrenology. Oh, interesting. The study of confirmation of the skull is indicative of mental faculties and traits of character. I had no idea that was a thing. Well, I guess to be fair, I also wasn't alive in the 1700s.
Stuff that the Nazis used to do, and various other horrible people like enslavers in America as well. It's a pseudoscience that's...
Bro, I thought this dude was just a soy boy, but it looks like he's probably right.
Studies the shape of the skull to see in which ways it indicates of any sort of traits of character, and it has in fact been debunked even before the Nazis came to power. It's not something that's used today in any scientific capacity because it is just wrong. It's pseudoscience. But hey, looks like it's making a comeback.
I mean, a lot of really bad ideologies are making a comeback, online though. Like, you can look at the right and the left, right? You have like people on the far right, like Nick Fuentes, who is basically a racial segregationist. You have people on the left who are calling for like socialism and communism. There are a lot of just like backward ideologies that are sort of just cropping out now, going viral on social media.
This is a loud song. We don't need this song to play. So this is the original TikTok. The difference between angel and witch skull. The examples we've seen.
Okay, at first I thought this was a meme, but this is a little bit too in-depth to be like just a joke.
This is horrible. Studying the angle of the people's noses. You know, even if we're ignoring the various racial undertones that a picture like this has to a variety of ethnicities, it seems like an attempt to...
Hold on, are skull shapes exclusive to ethnicities? Because I didn't know about that. Like, I assumed that this could apply to any ethnicity, but it's still like absolutely psychotic and dumb.
This has to a variety of ethnicities. It seems like an attempt to make like, beauty standards even more horrible. But also, we can't ignore the racial undertones. This is Nazi shit. It's trying to like turn Nazi shit into like a fun TikTok trend. You know, we got the Aryan face here on the left, listed as angel, and we got the non-Aryan looking skull listed as witch. It's very clearly trying to
I don't know. I could see both of those skulls being like belonging to white people. So I don't know why it has to be about like Aryans versus non-Aryans.
A similar niche as like, like astrology and stuff like that. Oh, let's see which skull do I have? But obviously the names that you've given each skull very much show which one you think is the better one. On one hand, we have the beautiful angelic skull, and on the other side, we have the swamp monster. It seems like people aren't really participating with this TikTok challenge too much, thank God. Here we go. I'm so tired. Let us live. I have an angel. Don't take part in this, please. Bro is on to nothing. Yo, guys, don't mind what you see. Appreciate the rawness of individual human beauty. This serves you nothing. The more we realize, the happier. Thank you. That's a lovely comment.
Nice. W Rose.
Stop participating in this. Stop participating.
I also love how the only people who are agreeing because they have angel skulls. Like, actually, this literally the same as in Nazi Germany though, wasn't it? Like, nobody was on like the bandwagon of Nazi ideology while being like black or something or Italian.
Participating in phrenology, please. I'm begging you. My therapist will hear about this. Anyways.
My therapist.
Horrible. horrible situation. But don't worry, if you're a guy and you also wanted to participate in this Nazi challenge, they made a guy version as well.
Warrior versus Wimp? Are you serious?
Ah! Shouldn't have turned on the music. The difference between Warrior Skull versus Wimp Skull. That's just... isn't that just like an outline of...
Nope. He looks like either of these people. Okay, I could be wrong, but like, these are both very extreme outlier skulls. No one even has these. What?
Handsome Squidward? This is exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same face. Yeah, handsome Squidward as a Warrior Skull compared to normal Squidward, I guess. Yeah, the scale of skulls for men, I guess, goes between handsome Squidward and normal Squidward. But you know what? I think that normal Squidward is really handsome as well. Effeminate, weak...
Okay, pause.
Twitter basement dwellers and objectively unattractive men do not swipe. You will get pressed and see. Well, as I said at the beginning, I found about this through Twitter. But you know what, you f***ing weirdo? I don't care about your rules. I'm gonna keep scrolling. And as I'm doing this, I want to say that I really hope that this account gets taken down, you know?
Bro, okay, that's absolute cringe. Absolute cringe. It's so annoying when people are like, you know what, this person says something stupid, and you know what? I could, you know, argue about like why this position is bad. You know, we could have robust comment sections explaining why these ideologies are bad so that people in the future understand that it's dumb and don't partake in it and engage with it. Or, you know, what we could do is just delete it, which is stupid, right? Because, you know, imagine like if someone like went up to Evil Pinely, right, and said, this video includes, you know, Nazi adjacent ideologies and philosophies. You must take it down because otherwise you're radicalizing people who may watch your video and then adopt these warrior versus wimp mentalities. But if we do that, we're wiping out Evil Pinely's critique of these ideologies. Now, I know that these TikTok posts are not inherently critiquing these ideologies, but almost everyone in the comment section is. And so I think that's actually how you get people posting stuff like this on TikTok. You know, there's probably been phrenology adjacent content on the internet that's gotten censored, and thus you're not seeing a lot of criticism of it. So maybe you're seeing some random 13-year-old who has nothing better to do with his life than post random things that he found on Wikipedia on TikTok, and now he's just like grabbing up phrenology and throwing it on TikTok, probably for the very same reasons as why Evil Pinely wants to take this stuff down. It's because he hasn't seen much about this. He thinks it's kind of interesting, and he hasn't seen much valid criticism of it either, because hey, you're not going to criticize something you don't know about, and no one's really going to know about it unless it like spreads all along social media or like is otherwise prominent somehow.
Taking down an account can just happen sometimes if you just like click report and report this sort of thing. Am I telling you to mass report this account that's like spewing weird rhetoric? I don't think I am. I'm not your boss, you know, you can do whatever you want. So they're saying,
I don't know. I don't think that's a good enough cop out.
One way to get the handsome Squidward skull is to stop breathing from your mouth. This is mainly true, as it says here, this is only mainly true if this started at a young age. Doesn't really change much if you're already older. They're saying here that this isn't about race, but it's about facial dental development, masculine versus feminine male physical traits, and mouth breathing, the wimp. You're using race science. What the hell are you talking about? You just decided to take this pseudoscience Nazi bullshit and just like slightly change and tweak little things to it. But you're still going on about exactly the same thing. I didn't feel the need to write this long-ass explanation in the women version because I thought y'all had more common sense. Clearly not, and you're from Twitter.
Yo, so this dude is clearly like some like 4chaner or something. Like, what?
What do I expect? Hey, how about you stop being a f***ing weird?
See, I was hoping that this was like a joke. But then like with all the details, like, nah, there's no way this is a joke.
Weirdo, hey? You're a f***ing freak. You're a little freak, and your account shouldn't be up on TikTok. You have problems. Wimp skull detected. Fix that problem. How about you go to hell? How about that? I'm saying that in a general
That's actually, I mean, it's stupid and kind of racist, but LOL, I guess.
way, you know? They use the term looksmaxxing a lot, which that's just like incel.
Looksmaxxing is fine though. It's very silly to be, oh, it's just incel. Like, it's literally just like glowing up, but for men. There's nothing wrong with looksmaxxing. This dude's gonna come out looking extremely cringe if he tries to say there's something wrong with looksmaxxing.
We've moved from shit to incel shit. I guess that's an upgrade, although I'd say that there is usually quite an overlap between the two. Lookmaxing on its own is just a term for improving how you look like. It's not really all that deep, but it uses a lot of like pseudoscience stuff like the shit that the other account just mentioned. And the term itself usually gets used by incels. Obviously, I think
there's nothing wrong with so is he like demonizing incels? Because to be an incel isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just, what ideology are you partaking in as part of it? Are you part of the red pill community? Which red pillar are you following? There's a lot more to being an incel. Like, being an incel doesn't just make you some radical extremist, right? It literally just means that like you have no game, you have no girls. Like that's like basically what it means. And it's about also like the inability to like have a significant other when you really want one, more or less. I'm using, you know, generally wholesome, family-friendly terms here, but like it's to demonize people for being single is like extremely ridiculous. And this is exactly why people turn to this extremist content when like the normal people, right, like this evil pinely person tries to demonize them for something that they're already upset about. Like you know, like this is not the type of rhetoric that's going to de-radicalize, I guess you could say, an incel.
I think that attempts at self-improvement are fine, you know? I had my own phase where I didn't really like the way I looked, and so, you know, I started working out more. I started dressing a bit better, thinking more about my facial hair and how it looks like, thinking more about my haircut. Also, side note.
Yo, and that's literally looksmaxxing. Imagine looking down on the next generation of young men for doing the exact same thing that you did when you were younger because they're part of some internet subculture or because they use a different name for it. That's like some of the dumbest stuff I've ever heard. And I've been live streaming here doing reactions for an hour and a half.
From 2 videos ago, almost all of the posters in my room have fallen and blue tack sucks. So if you have a good suggestions for something that I can use instead of blue tack, let me know. But yeah, obviously I think, you know, taking care of how you look like, that's fine, you know, that's all right. But it's when we enter all this pseudoscience nonsense where I start to get a little bit upset, a little bit angry.
Wait, I don't know what these are. Mewing? Bone smashing? What?
Angry. Could be because I'm a seething, you know.
Okay, no fap is actually good though.
Twitter basement dweller, or it could be because I'm against the practice of striking yourself in the face to remold your facial bones, or not masturbating. Do they do they actually think that that's
fine? I don't know if that has anything to do with looksmaxxing though. It's a mental health thing. That's not a wait, improving hormone. What does that? I don't know what that means, but that would be more of like a, if you want to get better, like game or something, or like Riz, I guess as the kids say. Yeah, that's something that you would do. It's not a physical thing.
Change your face structure. Make no mistake, all of this stuff directly ties into this.
This is yo! This dude literally took 2 completely unrelated things and is trying to tie them back together. This looks like when like I was like a kid and I would take like 2 magnets, and you know how like the one side of the magnet will like automatically get like attracted to the other side of the magnet, but it's like if I flip them and like I try to push them together, they like kind of like repel, but if they're small enough I can mash them up together and be like, hey, look, they're together, they're connected. That's literally what this dude is doing. What is angel skull, witch skull? Where is that in the looksmaxxing document, right? I don't understand. This dude literally was like, these 2 are connected. And I'm like, how exactly? He's like, trust me, bro. Like, where's your citation? Where's your proof that the two are connected in any way?
This video.
Like, is there anything even about phrenology in that document? Hold on, wait, what document did you look up? Looksmaxxing? Okay, let me look this up. Let me see if Looksmaxxing is actually on Wikipedia. And then if there's any reference to phrenology inside of Looksmaxxing. What is this? Incel Wiki, I guess this is what it was? Is this? Okay, yeah, here we go. This is the article that he was on. Okay, so let's see if there's phrenology. Nothing about phrenology. So dude just made it up. Dude completely made it up. Hold on. Let me see. Skull. Nothing about skull. Like, bro. Dude just made it up. This is awful.
What? Do they actually think that that's gonna change your face structure? Make no mistake, all of this stuff directly ties into this video.
See, I knew something cringe like this was gonna come along. I just felt like it was inevitable. But I do like giving people, you know, the benefit of the doubt. So, you know, he said some reasonable things at the beginning, and I thought that that's fair. He's even saying some reasonable things towards the end as well. But it's just like the trying to like stick the, you know, the same pole magnets together and say that they're connected is just like ridiculous to me.
However you look like, whatever gender you are, please do not let these freaks add more insecurities into your head. Keep slaying it out there. Keep killing it. These are the same people that...
But also maybe Looksmaxxing.
call other people basement dwellers, but do things like smacking their skull.
You literally call these people basement dwellers. What do you...
to change how it looks like. This is not healthy behavior. It's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's essentially based in no science, and no real science. Just a thing that a bunch of people made up, and a bunch of people believe it, and it's horrible. Best way to look max yourself is to not let these people get into your head, because you're...
It's also, it's not true. The best way to look max, I would think, is work out, get sleep, go outside, do your hair, do your face, like, and wear good clothes. I think those would be like the primary things that I would think of. Should be fairly simple. Also, like, actually touch up your facial hair. Like, that's part of taking care of your hair, I guess, or your face, however you look at it.
You're already great. Subscribe for more compliments.
Silly. I mean, he was 50% right. He was 50% there. I gotta give him credit for that. Not a terrible video, and I guess it's not hard to be, you know, spot on or correct when, you know, you're critiquing something that's so clearly racist. So it is low-hanging fruit. I do have to give him that, but dude just had some easy misses when the video should have been an easy layup. Like, I don't know why he did that stretch to like try to convince the audience that everything is connected to, or at least that phrenology stuff was connected to Looksmaxxing, because there's no connection, at least as far as I can tell.